Marcus Aurelius, the renowned Roman emperor, is celebrated not only for his extraordinary leadership, but also for the profound lessons he left to the world through his book, Meditations. This book is a collection of his philosophical reflections on life, written during quiet moments as he faced immense challenges in his personal and professional life. His advice is not solely for the powerful, but is applicable to everyday life, helping us build mental strength, resilience, and inner peace. Below are 10 timeless lessons from Marcus Aurelius to help us cultivate an unbreakable mind, navigate difficulties calmly, and discover strength within ourselves. 1. Accept the reality of life. What happens to me is not the problem, but how I react to it. Marcus Aurelius. One of the core principles of Stoic philosophy, as taught by Marcus Aurelius, is the acceptance of the fact that not everything in life will go our way. Life does not always unfold as we expect, and many elements are beyond our control. Unexpected events, sudden changes, challenges, and failures are inevitable. Recognizing this truth is crucial. If we refuse to accept it, we will constantly feel frustrated and dissatisfied. However, Marcus Aurelius teaches that our reactions to these events are what truly matter. Instead of being consumed by anger, frustration, or helplessness when faced with adversity, we should learn to adjust our attitudes and emotions. This does not mean denying feelings of sadness or pain, but rather ensuring that such emotions do not dominate our entire existence. Accepting what cannot be changed is a critical part of mental training. When we acknowledge that some things are out of our control, we stop wasting energy fighting against them. Instead, we can use that energy to find solutions, learn from difficulties, and adapt our approach. This attitude allows us to maintain inner peace, even when the world around us seems chaotic. By learning to accept change and hardship, we simultaneously develop resilience. We learn how to stay calm in stressful situations and make thoughtful decisions rather than feeling overwhelmed. Acceptance does not mean giving up or surrendering. It is a way to free ourselves from the burden of futile resistance, enabling us to act more effectively. Through cultivating acceptance, we not only grow stronger mentally, but also discover how to live more peacefully and happily. Inner peace is what helps us maintain composure and overcome life's challenges without being trapped in negativity or anxiety. By staying positive and focusing on solutions rather than complaints or avoidance, we feel more empowered and confident than ever before. 2. The power of will. You have power over your actions, but not over the actions of others. Marcus Aurelius. One of Marcus Aurelius's most profound lessons is the power of self-mastery. Life does not always go as planned, and not everything can be controlled. However, he emphasizes that no matter how external circumstances change, we always have the power to decide how we react and act. This means that in any situation, whether it involves career challenges, family dynamics, friendships, or setbacks, the only thing we can truly control is ourselves. Strength and resilience do not come from controlling external factors, but from mastering what lies within us. Difficult situations, opposition from others, and failures are unavoidable in life. But how we handle them determines whether we can overcome them. If we let external factors dictate our thoughts and emotions, we will never find inner peace and will be easily caught in cycles of anxiety, stress, or disappointment. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that instead of feeling frustrated or helpless in the face of others' actions or uncontrollable events, we should focus on regulating our own behavior and attitude. While we cannot control other people or situations, we can always choose how we respond to them. Once we realize that our true power lies in self-control, our minds become more resilient and less vulnerable to external influences. Mental strength arises from self-discipline. When we master our actions and thoughts, we not only create stability within ourselves, but also enhance our ability to face challenges without being defeated. For example, when faced with criticism or injustice, instead of reacting with anger or blame, we can choose to remain calm and think carefully. This not only helps us maintain self-control, but also leads to more thoughtful and effective decisions. By mastering our will and actions, we free ourselves from dependence on external factors, and our minds become unshaken by negative influences. Calmness and consistency in our actions form the foundation for overcoming life's challenges. 3. Finding value in hardship. In every difficulty, there is a hidden lesson. Marcus Aurelius. One of the most profound perspectives in Marcus Aurelius's philosophy is viewing every challenge in life as an opportunity for growth and learning. No one can escape hardships, pain, or failure. Everyone will face difficult times in their lives, from loss and illness to failures in careers or relationships. However, Marcus Aurelius teaches us that instead of seeing difficulties as purely negative, we should seek to uncover the value and lessons they bring. According to him, every challenge, big or small, contains a valuable lesson about ourselves and life. Hardships not only reveal our weaknesses, but also provide opportunities to develop inner strength. When faced with adversity, instead of feeling helpless or despondent, we can see it as an opportunity to cultivate resilience, clarity, and endurance. Each time we overcome a challenge, we not only learn how to handle that particular situation, but also grow stronger and more confident in our abilities. The key lies in our attitude toward difficulties. If we view challenges as mere obstacles and misfortunes, we become stuck in dissatisfaction and frustration. On the other hand, if we search for value in every hardship, we can maintain a steady mind and overcome challenges more easily. For example, when experiencing failure, instead of succumbing to discouragement, we can ask ourselves, what important lesson can I learn from this? Or, when faced with loss, we can discover new values in patience, acceptance, and compassion. Marcus Aurelius emphasizes that how we perceive and confront difficulties determines whether we can overcome them. Our minds cannot be broken if we learn to find value in every challenge. When we approach hardships with a growth mindset, seeking lessons and opportunities, we not only overcome them, but also emerge stronger after each encounter. In this way, we not only learn to live with challenges, but also train ourselves in self-control and resilience. Every time we overcome a challenge, we reinforce our mental strength, becoming not just more enduring, but also capable of facing future trials with confidence and determination. 4. Focus on the present. Do not let the past or the future distract you. All you have is the present moment. Marcus Aurelius. A central principle of Marcus Aurelius's philosophy is the importance of focusing on the present. He emphasizes that if we allow the past to distract us or the future to worry us, we will miss the precious value of life that can only be found in the present moment. The past is unchangeable, and the future is uncertain and beyond our control. So why let these things occupy our minds and rob us of the peace we deserve? If we constantly dwell on memories of the past or worry about what might happen in the future, we overlook the opportunities, joys, and fulfillment that exist in the present. This not only diminishes the quality of our lives, but also hinders our emotional and spiritual growth. The truth is that the past is gone, and the future has not yet arrived. The present moment is the only thing we can control and fully experience. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that life only has true value when we live fully in the present moment. By giving our complete attention to what is happening right now, we can feel peace and tranquility in our minds. Instead of dwelling on past mistakes or worrying about future challenges, we can make the most of our energy and time in the present. This approach leads to a richer and more meaningful life. This does not mean ignoring the past or future entirely. Instead, it involves learning not to let them dominate our thoughts and emotions. The past is where we can learn from mistakes and successes, but it cannot change what has already happened. The future is where we can set goals and plans, but worrying about it only increases stress and insecurity. What we need to do is practice living fully in the present moment. Awareness of the present helps us reduce negative emotions such as anxiety, fear, or regret. By focusing on what we are doing and experiencing now, we can overcome these feelings and achieve mental stability. In reality, living in the present is a powerful way to build mental resilience, as we are no longer distracted by thoughts of the past or future. Life is a series of small moments. Life is truly a series of small moments, and if we fail to appreciate the present, we may unknowingly lose precious opportunities. Living fully in the present not only helps us find inner peace, but also equips us to face challenges with greater calmness and clarity. When we are free from unnecessary worries, our minds become stronger and more resilient, allowing us to overcome difficulties with confidence and serenity. 5. Respect yourself and others. Reason and virtue are the only things humans truly own and control. Marcus Aurelius. A core principle in Marcus Aurelius' Stoic philosophy is the respect for oneself and others. According to him, there are very few things in life we can truly control. We cannot fully control circumstances, other people's actions, or the events around us. However, there are two things we can always govern: our reason and our virtue, the true essence of humanity. Marcus Aurelius believed that virtue and reason are the most valuable assets we possess throughout our lives. Virtue is not an abstract concept, but a commitment to live by ethical values, such as justice, kindness, and honesty. This not only fosters self-respect, but also creates respect for others. When we live virtuously, we serve as role models for ourselves and inspire positive influence on those around us. Respect for oneself begins with living according to moral principles and maintaining self-esteem. It means not accepting actions or words that harm oneself or others. Acting with virtue enables us to feel proud of our actions and face life's challenges without regret or shame. However, respect is not just for ourselves. It extends to everyone around us. Marcus Aurelius emphasized that an essential part of living a meaningful life is respecting others, regardless of who they are. Each individual has their own circumstances and stories, and instead of judging or criticizing them, we should learn to empathize and treat them with kindness and respect. By acting with kindness and tolerance, we not only build healthy relationships, but also strengthen our spirit and contribute to a better society. In daily life, living with virtue and reason means remaining steadfast in our decisions and actions. When we act based on reason and virtue, we avoid mistakes caused by emotions or impatience, while earning the trust and respect of others. Acting righteously and honestly in every situation brings us peace and satisfaction with ourselves. Respecting oneself and others is not just about living by ethical principles, but also a way to affirm our value in a world full of challenges and temptations. When we live a life of virtue and reason, we not only set an example for ourselves, but also bring peace, harmony, and respect to our relationships. Respect for oneself and others forms the foundation for building a meaningful and sustainable life. When we respect ourselves, we will not allow criticism or others' lack of respect to harm our spirit. Respecting oneself and others fosters a resilient mind, unshaken by external factors. 6. Facing death. Death is a part of life, and we should prepare ourselves for its inevitability. Marcus Aurelius. One of the important perspectives in Marcus Aurelius's Stoic philosophy is the acceptance of death as an inevitable part of life. For him, death is not something to fear or avoid, but a reality that all of us must face. According to Marcus Aurelius, only by understanding and accepting death can we live a full and meaningful life. In modern times, many people tend to avoid or fear thinking about death, treating it as a taboo subject. However, Marcus Aurelius advises that we should not live in fear or denial of death, but instead embrace it as a natural part of existence. Doing so not only diminishes the fear of death, but also allows us to live more fully in each moment of our lives. Acceptance of death helps us recognize that life is finite and that nothing lasts forever. This realization is not meant to make us pessimistic or hopeless, but to remind us of the precious and limited nature of the time we have. When we understand life's transience, we no longer waste time on trivial matters, unnecessary worries, or meaningless material goals. Instead, we focus on what truly matters: love, understanding, personal growth, and meaningful relationships. Marcus Aurelius teaches that living with the awareness of death allows us to live more completely. Facing death reminds us that every moment in life is valuable. Without the fear of the end, we free ourselves from anxieties about the future or regrets about the past, living fully in the present with gratitude and respect. This mindset also strengthens our resilience in the face of life's challenges and difficulties. When we accept death as an indispensable part of life, we gain a deeper appreciation for life itself and approach each day with a sense of purpose, courage, and clarity. We can face pain, failure, and life's challenges. By perceiving death not as something to fear but as a natural and inevitable part of life, we cultivate a strong mind, ready to face any challenge life may present. Living with an understanding and acceptance of death not only reduces anxiety, but also allows us to live a more meaningful life. When we are unafraid of death, we can live freely, unshackled by invisible fears, and focus on what truly matters. Marcus Aurelius did not encourage seeking death, but advised us to live life fully, with mindfulness and gratitude for each day we are alive. Instead of avoiding death, we should prepare for it by living in the present and seizing each moment to do meaningful things. By adopting this mindset, we can find peace of mind, a mind not dominated by fear, but able to face any challenge, including death, with serenity. 7. Patience and perseverance. Life is not always easy, but you will always overcome if you persist. Marcus Aurelius. One of the profound lessons Marcus Aurelius imparted is the value of patience and perseverance. He understood that life is never simple, and that not all efforts are rewarded immediately. However, instead of seeking quick fixes or easy paths, Marcus Aurelius encouraged us to cultivate patience, embrace challenges, and persist in pursuing our goals, no matter how difficult or arduous they may be. Patience is not merely about waiting, but about maintaining calmness and clarity in challenging situations. When faced with adversity, we often feel tempted to give up, but it is patience that helps us overcome fatigue, frustration, and impatience. A strong mind does not waver in the face of difficulty or failure, but perseveres, knowing that every worthwhile achievement takes time. This persistence keeps us motivated and determined, even when the road ahead is tough. Moreover, resilience in life demonstrates our capacity to recover from setbacks. Every time we stumble or fail, we might feel disheartened. Yet, by being patient and continuing to rise again, we learn to face difficulties with greater strength and resolve. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that no matter how daunting a challenge may seem, we can overcome it if we remain persistent and refuse to give up. In these moments of perseverance, we not only conquer obstacles, but also grow stronger. Persistence does not mean blindly pushing forward without pause. Rather, it is the determination to stay on the right path, even when the outcome remains uncertain. In difficult times, a patient individual understands that sometimes waiting and continuing to take the right actions are necessary. Through this process, we mature psychologically and develop skills, understanding, and mental fortitude to face future challenges. Furthermore, perseverance helps us cultivate emotional resilience, a vital trait when encountering life's trials. When we are patient and persistent, we learn not to let emotions dictate our actions. Instead, we approach difficulties with wisdom and composure. Thus, patience and perseverance are not only virtues that help us overcome challenges, but also tools for building a strong and resilient mind. Marcus Aurelius showed that life's hardships are not something to avoid, but opportunities to strengthen our perseverance and grow stronger. Challenges cannot defeat us if we persist and never give up. In fact, it is in these moments that we discover our true strength, not only overcoming difficulties, but also evolving and growing from them. 8. Preserve your inner freedom. No one can make you miserable without your consent. A crucial insight from Marcus Aurelius's Stoic philosophy is the importance of maintaining inner freedom. This principle teaches us that, regardless of external circumstances, we hold the power to control how we respond. True freedom lies in our ability to guard our peace of mind and not allow others or external events to dictate our emotional state. Marcus Aurelius. One of the most essential philosophies in Marcus Aurelius's teachings is the idea of control over one's emotions and reactions. He taught that no one, regardless of their influence or actions, can make us feel miserable unless we allow them to dictate our emotions. This principle offers a profound sense of inner freedom because it empowers us to choose how we respond to situations and events in life. Life is filled with challenges, discomfort, and adversities, from interactions with others to unfortunate events or personal failures. However, Marcus Aurelius emphasized that suffering is not an automatic consequence of these difficulties. In truth, we only experience pain when we allow these situations to affect our minds and emotions. Emotions, whether joy, sadness, anger, or frustration, are personal choices. By understanding this, we can maintain our inner freedom and not be bound by external circumstances. Preserving inner freedom is a crucial part of developing a strong mind. It enables us to avoid being swept away by fleeting emotions or overreacting to unpleasant situations. If we can control our emotions and actions, we will never let others or circumstances dictate the course of our lives. This is the greatest freedom we can achieve: the freedom from negative emotions, the freedom from dependence on others, and the freedom to live life on our terms. Emotions are not something we can completely eliminate, but we can choose not to let them control us. Marcus Aurelius pointed out that when facing challenges, instead of reacting impulsively with anger or worry, we can focus on maintaining calmness and clarity. By preserving our inner freedom, we can analyze situations rationally, avoid being consumed by negative emotions, and make wiser decisions in life. When we are influenced by the actions of others or unfavorable circumstances, we often feel out of control and easily fall into misery. But if we recognize that no one can make us suffer unless we allow it, we will find the strength to overcome difficult situations without letting negative emotions take over. Inner freedom is the key to living a peaceful life, untouched by the changes in the environment or the actions of others. Thus, maintaining inner freedom not only protects our minds from harmful influences, but also helps us cultivate a life of self-control, wisdom, and resilience. Marcus Aurelius taught us that true freedom does not come from controlling what happens around us, but from mastering how we react to those events. When we take charge of our emotions, we truly take charge of our lives, and our minds remain unshaken by anything life throws our way. Challenges as keys to growth. Difficulty is the key to growth, and pain is essential in helping you become a greater version of yourself. One of the most profound lessons Marcus Aurelius shared in his Stoic philosophy is that hardship and pain are not things to be avoided but essential parts of the journey toward personal development. He emphasized that it is through painful challenges and difficulties that we find opportunities to grow and refine ourselves. Facing challenges is an inevitable part of life. Every one of us will encounter moments of hardship, pain, or failure. However, Marcus Aurelius stressed that pain is not our enemy, but our teacher. a catalyst for growth. In moments of difficulty, we learn to master ourselves, persevere, and push past our own limits. Pain, whether physical or emotional, often makes us feel weak and tempts us to give up. Yet, when viewed correctly, these experiences are what make us stronger. Marcus Aurelius believed that within every challenge and every ounce of pain lies a valuable lesson. When we accept pain as part of life, we can approach it with gratitude and a willingness to learn. Challenges reveal our weaknesses and highlight areas for improvement. Pain may serve as a reminder to change a habit, adjust our lifestyle, or cultivate a new virtue. By enduring pain, we develop patience, resilience, and fortitude. We also learn to confront fear, failure, and suffering without letting them dominate our lives. Though uncomfortable, pain is an essential component of inner growth. Facing hardships also helps us gain a deeper appreciation for the true values in life. When times are tough, we better understand the importance of family, friendship, health, and life's purpose. The trials we endure clarify what truly matters, allowing us to live a more purposeful life. Marcus Aurelius taught that growth does not come from easy experiences, but from how we face and overcome difficult ones. By embracing pain, we not only learn how to live with resilience, but also develop virtues like calmness, patience, and self-control. These qualities allow us to live a steady and strong life, undaunted by the challenges life throws our way. Ultimately, one of Marcus Aurelius' most important teachings is that hardship and pain are not the end, but the beginning of a profound process of growth. We cannot grow without facing challenges. Each time we overcome pain, we become stronger, wiser, and better equipped to face life with calmness and confidence. Instead of avoiding pain, we should see it as an opportunity to grow and become the best version of ourselves. Becoming a better person. Every day. Nothing is meaningless if you live rightly. The final and perhaps one of the most profound lessons Marcus Aurelius shared is the importance of striving to become a better person every day. This does not mean we must strive for perfection, but rather that we should continually work to improve ourselves, live in alignment with ethical principles, and seek opportunities to do good for others. Personal growth is not always quick or easy. Marcus Aurelius emphasized that positive change within ourselves is a long and ongoing process. By embracing this mindset, we can face pain, failure, and life's challenges with greater ease. By understanding that death is not something to fear, but a natural and inevitable part of life, we can develop a strong mind ready to face any challenge life presents. Living with an awareness and acceptance of death not only reduces anxiety, but also allows us to live a more meaningful life. When we stop fearing death, we gain the freedom to live fully, unshackled by invisible fears, and able to focus on what truly matters. Marcus Aurelius did not encourage us to seek death, but to live fully, with awareness and gratitude for each day. Instead of avoiding death, we should prepare for it, live fully in the present, and make the most of every moment to do meaningful things. By living with this mindset, we find peace of mind, a mind that is undisturbed by fear and able to face any challenge, including death, with serenity. Ultimately, Marcus Aurelius reminds us that becoming better every day is not only possible, but essential for living a purposeful life. Every challenge we face and every pain we endure is an opportunity to grow, and each day is a chance to become more resilient, wise, and compassionate. Living without fear of death. When we are unafraid of death, we can live freely, unbound by invisible fears, and focus on the values that truly matter. Marcus Aurelius did not encourage us to seek death, but urged us to live fully, consciously, and with gratitude for each day we are alive. Instead of avoiding death, we should prepare for it, live fully in the present, and make the most of every moment to do meaningful things. By embracing this mindset, we can find peace of mind, a mind undisturbed by fear and capable of facing any challenge, even death, with serenity. A calm, resilient spirit allows us to approach life with patience, gratitude, and purpose, no matter how difficult it may be. Patience and perseverance life is not always easy, but you will always overcome if you persevere. One of the most profound lessons Marcus Aurelius shared is the value of patience and perseverance in life. He understood that life is never simple and that efforts are not always rewarded immediately. However, instead of seeking shortcuts or ease, Marcus Aurelius encouraged us to cultivate patience, accept challenges, and persist in pursuing our goals, no matter how difficult or arduous the path may be. Patience is not just about waiting, but about maintaining calmness and clarity in the face of adversity. When faced with challenges, it's natural to feel like giving up. Yet, patience helps us push through feelings of fatigue, frustration, and impatience. A strong mind is not easily shaken by obstacles or failures, but remains steadfast, knowing that all things take time to bear fruit. It is this patience that keeps us motivated and helps us persevere, even when the road ahead is tough. Moreover, perseverance in life is a testament to our resilience. Every time we stumble or face failure, we may feel disappointed. However, with patience and the will to rise again, we learn to confront difficulties with greater strength. Marcus Aurelius advised that no matter how great the challenge, we can overcome it if we remain persistent and refuse to give up. In moments of perseverance, we not only overcome obstacles, but also grow stronger. Perseverance does not mean relentless effort without pause, but rather a steady commitment to the right course, even when results are unclear. In difficult situations, a persevering person knows that sometimes patience and consistent action are required. This process of persistence not only helps us grow psychologically, but also develops our skills, understanding, and mental fortitude to face future challenges. Additionally, perseverance strengthens our ability to manage emotions. This is vital when navigating life's difficulties. With patience and perseverance, we learn to act without being controlled by emotions. Instead, we face challenges with wisdom and composure, which allows us to overcome adversity with clarity and strength. Therefore, patience and perseverance are not only virtues that help us overcome challenges, but also tools to build a strong and resilient mind. Marcus Aurelius pointed out that the difficulties in life are not something we should avoid, but rather opportunities to cultivate perseverance and grow stronger. Challenges cannot defeat us if we persist and refuse to give up. In fact, it is in those very moments that we discover our true strength, not just to overcome difficulties, but to develop and grow from them. Maintaining mental freedom ensures that no one can make you miserable without your consent. Marcus Aurelius emphasized that one of the most important philosophies in his teachings is the ability to control one's emotions and reactions. He taught that no matter how others act toward us, they cannot make us unhappy unless we allow them to influence our feelings. This realization brings about profound mental freedom, as we can choose how to respond to life's situations and events. Life is full of factors that can irritate or challenge us, from the actions of others to unfortunate events or personal failures. However, Marcus Aurelius stressed that suffering is not an automatic response to these challenges. In reality, we only truly experience pain when we allow such events to affect our minds and emotions. Our feelings, whether joy, sadness, anger, or dissatisfaction, are always a personal choice. When we understand this, we can maintain mental freedom and avoid being bound by external factors. Cultivating this freedom is a crucial part of developing a strong mind. It allows us not to be swept away by fleeting emotions or overreact to unwanted situations. If we can control our emotions and actions, we will never let others or circumstances dominate our lives. This is the greatest freedom we can achieve: freedom from negative emotions, freedom from dependence on others, and freedom to live life as we wish. Emotions are not something we can entirely eliminate, but we can choose not to let them control us. Marcus Aurelius highlighted that when faced with challenges, instead of reacting immediately with anger or worry, we can focus on maintaining calmness and clarity. By preserving mental freedom, we can analyze every situation rationally, avoid being consumed by negative emotions, and make wiser decisions in life. When we are influenced by the actions of others or unfavorable circumstances, we often feel out of control and easily become miserable. But if we realize that no one can make us suffer without our permission, we will find the strength to navigate difficult situations without succumbing to negative emotions. Mental freedom is the key to living a peaceful life, unaffected by external changes or the actions of others. Therefore, maintaining mental freedom not only helps protect our minds from negative influences, but also fosters a self-reliant, clear-headed, and resilient attitude toward life. Marcus Aurelius taught us that true freedom does not come from controlling what happens around us, but from mastering how we respond to those events. When we take control of our emotions, we truly take control of our lives, and our minds remain unshaken by anything. Hardship is the key to growth, and pain is essential for becoming a greater version of ourselves. Marcus Aurelius conveyed one of his most profound lessons. Hardship and pain are not things to avoid, but essential parts of the growth process. He emphasized that it is within painful and challenging moments that we find opportunities to develop and refine ourselves. Facing challenges is inevitable in life. Each of us will encounter difficult, painful, or disappointing situations. However, Marcus Aurelius reminded us that pain is not our enemy. It is our teacher and a catalyst for growth. When we face tough moments, we learn to master ourselves, persevere, and develop the ability to surpass our limits. Pain, whether physical or emotional, often makes us feel weak and want to give up. Yet, when we perceive it correctly, we can recognize that these very experiences make us stronger. Marcus Aurelius believed that every challenge and every pain carries hidden lessons. By accepting pain as a part of life, we can approach it with gratitude and a willingness to learn. Challenges reveal our weaknesses and show us what we need to improve. Pain may serve as a reminder to change a habit, adjust our lifestyle, or cultivate a particular virtue. When we endure pain, we develop patience, perseverance, and resilience. We also learn to confront fear, failure, and suffering without letting them dominate our lives. Though discomforting, pain is an integral part of our inner growth. Facing difficulties deepens our understanding of life's true values. During tough times, we come to appreciate what truly matters: family, friendship, health, and life's goals. Hardships clarify what is essential versus what is temporary, guiding us to live with greater purpose. Marcus Aurelius taught that growth does not come from easy experiences, but from how we face and overcome difficult challenges. By embracing pain, we not only learn resilience but also develop valuable qualities such as composure, patience, and self-discipline. These traits enable us to lead a steadfast and robust life, unshaken by the trials life throws our way. Ultimately, one of the most important lessons from Marcus Aurelius is that hardship and pain are not the end. They are the beginning of profound growth. We cannot grow without challenges. With every moment of overcoming pain, we become stronger, wiser, and better equipped to face life with calmness and confidence. Therefore, instead of avoiding pain, we should see it as an opportunity to grow and become the best version of ourselves. Striving to be better every day is never meaningless if we live rightly. Marcus Aurelius. One of the final and most profound lessons Marcus Aurelius shared is the idea of continually striving to become a better person each day. This doesn't mean we must be perfect, but that we should make an effort every day to improve ourselves, live ethically, and seek ways to do good for others. Personal growth is not always quick or easy. Marcus Aurelius emphasized that positive change within ourselves is a long and ongoing process. For this reason, he advised us not to approach self-improvement with the pressure to achieve perfection. Instead, we should focus on making small, consistent improvements each day. Every right action, every positive thought, and every act of kindness holds value and contributes to our growth. Marcus Aurelius did not teach us to change instantly or to become extraordinary overnight. Instead, he encouraged us to strive to do better every day, starting with the smallest things. As we strive to be better each day, we also build a mind that becomes increasingly unshakable. Our minds grow stronger as we continually face challenges, remain patient in self-improvement, and stay true to our moral principles. Facing difficulties no longer becomes a burden, but an opportunity to practice resilience, patience, and the spirit of helping others. By living a purposeful life and always aiming to become a better person, we not only cultivate a strong mind, but also spread positive influence to those around us. Marcus Aurelius believed that living a virtuous life not only brings peace and happiness to ourselves, but also contributes to the well-being of the community. Through this process, each of us becomes part of a virtuous cycle where kindness and ethics flourish and expand. The key is to never give up on the journey of self-improvement, no matter how many challenges we face, because every day is a new opportunity to do better and become a better version of ourselves. Living rightly with purpose and meaning ensures that nothing we do is in vain. A mind that cannot be broken is one forged over time, shaped by challenges and strengthened through continuous effort. The lessons of Marcus Aurelius are not just profound philosophical advice, but also practical principles that can be applied to any situation in life. By learning and practicing these teachings, we can build an unshakable mind. Thank you for watching this video. We hope that the lessons from Marcus Aurelius have given you valuable insights and tools to develop a strong, resilient mind. So, what have you learned from these principles? Share one thing that resonates with you and that you plan to apply in your life in the comments section below this video. We would love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a comment.